This was the dumbest move in the entire history of MMA, and it happened right after the fight. I'll show what happened at the end, but it all started in a strange way too. Their names wouldn't mean anything to you, so we'll just call them by the colors of their gloves, red and blue. The flow of the fight immediately showed the difference in their skill levels. Blue was clearly the better striker, outlanding red.
Oh, there's that kick again.
And systematically destroying his opponent's head.
He's still able to
halfway
walk
through round.
I think it was the fact that he says, this guy's got no power and he can take whatever he's got. And he was just saying, I told you so.
The fighter in blue was so much faster that he managed to stop the red fighter mid-air, while the red one, like a KFC boss, was constantly stumbling and flying somewhere. For some reason, he just couldn't stay on his feet properly. The blue fighter tried not to rush, and it worked. He was landing precise jabs, snapping the head back, and didn't waste time going to the body. For that, he used kicks. But by the second round, he decided to take the initiative. He smelled blood. Blow after blow forced his opponent to back up against the cage. This enraged the red fighter, who started to show some activity. That's when the blue fighter made it clear that his clumsiness looked ridiculous, making a gesture like, "Come on, is this what you wanted?" At that moment, the blue fighter clearly got bored and started warming up right in the middle of the fight. Naturally, this irritated the red fighter, who tried something, but it looked even funnier. He even tried to play the same game, like he wasn't any worse, but from the outside, it looked ridiculous. By then, the fight resembled a street drunk brawling with an energetic teenager. At one point, he turned to his opponent's coach and showed two, like saying, "By the second round, this will all be over." Even so, he was still more precise and powerful than his opponent. He actively interacted with the people behind the cage, showing complete control, and started dramatically defending against the red fighter's attacks. Then the bell rang. He didn't finish it in the second round, but he was clearly superior. In the third round, the blue fighter started clowning even more. It seemed like an example of taunting that would be punished in the end, but the red fighter, still like a drunken master, couldn't land a hit and even tried to clown back in response.
Casa play into the crowd.
Blue cracked Red's skull, dropped him to the canvas, and finished him on the ground to secure a third-round stoppage. However, the most interesting part began after the fight was over. Blue walked over to confront Red's corner, and the exchange got heated fast.
Yes! What a W for Jacasa. We have a new champion.
Red saw what was happening and decided to sucker punch the man who had already knocked him out. But he really shouldn't have done that, even from behind. He couldn't even wobble the guy who beat him. In the end, if at first you could sympathize with Red for getting brutally knocked out, after this stunt, many people thought he deserved it.
Officials, he hits him from behind. Exactly what happened there. And then here comes Van Dam.
Sucker punches him from behind.